A minute, please. Om Shanavadu Shano Nuktu Saviryam Garvavai Yajasvinavaditamastu Ma Viddushavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So friends, I hope you have been doing that for yourself. You have made that list of things, the things that you are, anything that you are having and who you are. What you have has no problem. What all things you have, absolutely no problem. Inanimate objects. If you say, have a wife, yes, your wife can have a problem. Your husband can have a problem, your child can be, they are another human beings. So who you are is a problem. What you have, absolutely no problem. The land has no problem, the landowner has the problem. The gold has no problem, the gold owner has the problem. The car has no problem, the car owner has the problem. Even if car develops a problem, it's not a problem for the car, it's for you. If your body has a problem, it's not a problem for the body, it's the owner of the body who thinks I am the body. It's not I have the body, I am the body. So all the time please see that. I hope you made that list and very clearly you shall see who you are is one. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekaha. You see it as the one absolute. Okay? And what you have, bahushakha anantascha, endless. So if you want to take anything that you have to be who you are, do you understand how many millions of identities you can have? If you have a problem with one or two identity, it is nothing. It is just the beginning. You shall be in an endless problem. Because million things to identify with. That is why from childhood onwards, you have been identifying the my toys problem, my balloon problem, my papa, my mommy problem. It begins. My school teacher, my school, my education, then my job, my money, my wife, my husband. Oh boy, then my body. When you are becoming old, my body. And your thoughts also, my thoughts. You can have billion, million, trillion problems, friends. You can have any number. Why? If you take what you have as who you are, there are millions of things that you have and they have their limitation, you shall drag the limitations onto yourself. Helplessly, you drag. The body never imposes itself upon you. Your thoughts do not impose themselves upon you. The world never imposes itself upon us. The gold never says, take me home. Human beings, you think of your individuality. Don't say somebody is individual, that's his problem. So many times you have said that, friends. You can walk with me, but you can't walk for me. I can eat with you, I can't eat for you. You can live with me, but I cannot live for you. Understand? it's very important that you must understand the self, this I, which is very, very important. You have to recognize it. And once you recognize what this I is, there is a big problem, sir. Until you recognize, you know how many obstacles come to prevent you to understand yourself? The moment you are interested in yourself, the moment you are interested to understand yourself, you are interested in yourself, the whole world, religiously, secularly, from every dimension, they shall condemn you. You are selfish. How can you be interested in yourself? Others before the self, ideal. You must live for others. Why? Burn like a candle and give light to others. You forget. If you have to burn and give me light, I must be stupid to receive your light. Why should you suffer for my sake? Why should you burn yourself for my sake? That is where the person who receives it is guilt-ridden. The person who gives is happily martyred. The great person in the world sacrificed his life for us. Why did you sacrifice? Think of it, friends. You don't mind taking sunlight from the sun. Why? Inexhaustible source. Sun doesn't feel he is giving, you don't feel you are receiving. But what do we say? If you are interested in yourself, burn like a candle. Why should you burn like a candle? Why don't you be like a sun? Shine and shine, let everybody be shining on you, inside you or in you. You don't give them a sense of dependence, guilt, or I'm sacrificing myself for that. So the whole conditioning has been so strong that you should not be interested in yourself. Friends, if you are not interested in yourself, who shall be interested in you? How long can you delude yourself? Can somebody eat for you to have a good health? Can somebody think for you? Can somebody ride a cycle for you? Can do anybody anything for you? You saw that those nowadays in WhatsApp, these huge letters are going through in the dying moments of the billionaires and tycoons. Those who have said that I employ thousands of people, but when I was lying down in that little white light inside this sophisticated hospital, I had to take my pain. I cannot appoint somebody. I can appoint somebody to drive my car. I can appoint somebody to run my huge industry. But I can't appoint somebody to take my pain. So friends, be interested in yourself. The person who is telling in his desperation the last moment of life, even people don't recognize because they think their last moment will never come. That is the sad mystery of life. Call it a mystery, call it a suffering. That Yudhishthira was asked, just to refer to that point, Kim Ascharyam? What is the wonder in this creation? And what Yudhishthira says? Ahanyani bhutani gachanti yam mandiram sesho jivitum icchanti kim ascharyam atah param. He replies to the Yaksha, the divine being the bird. Every day, ahani, every day, moment to moment, bhutani yam mandiram gachanti. People are dying away right in front of you. Your own body is dying away. Shesho jivitum icchanti. But the person thinks he shall never die. He shall live, continue to live forever. He is the immortal, walking this earth. Kim ascharyam atah param kim ascharyam. What is greater wonder than that? So even if your idol, your ideal, the billionaire businessman, the billionaire powerful person, the trillionaire, or anybody, the most powerful man walking the earth, even if he says at this dying moment, I discovered this too late. I could not take care of my children, I could not take care of my family, I could not take care of my love, affection, everything. Who listens? That's his life. Alexander can say that I put my hands out, or the Mahmud of Ghazni can say, put my hands out from my that coffin. That's not the tradition. How can the emperor's hand be out? How can Mahmud of Ghazni's hand be out? They must be buried with hands in. No, they had said, show these hands out. empty hands out so that the humanity knows the conqueror of this world who conquered, looted India 17 times like Mahmud of Ghazni, he never carried even a single stone in his hand. He had collected all the precious stones and gems of the house. Who understands? Who understands? Nobody. Because they think they shall never die. So please, nobody can live for you. You have to live for yourself. So remove that idea, it is selfish, that I must be interested in myself, interested in understanding myself. Why? Because what you want ultimately, this is not the time for revealing the happiness as such. You have already understood, many of you. Those who are listening first time, they must have a little other beginning course. What you are looking for in life is happiness, and you are the happiness itself. And that is something. If you do not recognize yourself, who you are, understand, friends, you shall lose yourself in the world of everything that you have. And the world that you have, as I told you the other day, continuously changing. As a child you are dreaming, I will have a car. When you are 20, 25-year-old, I have the car. When a 70-year-old, I had the car. I will be young. I am young. I was young. I will be living for a long time. I am living now for a long time. Dying. Inevitably it comes. Anything that you have has a future, present and past. It will pass. I shall not pass. You were, you are, you shall be. That is the truth of yourself. How can you neglect something which is eternal, absolute? Think of it, friends. And that is the happiness. You can say the object of happiness I will have. Listen carefully. It's fantastic. Object of happiness I will have. Now I can afford, when I take money, every day I shall eat the best Indian food, Chinese food, Thai food, all that. Now I am in my village. When I get money, I'll go round the world. I will go round the world. I'll go in interplanetary travel. Why not? That is your dream. Then after some time, I am now traveling around. I will have the most wonderful man as my husband or girl as my wife. Everything I am having now. Wow, fine. After some time, what will happen? I heard she ran away. I heard he ran away. I heard the body is not cooperating. What happens to you? Objects of happiness shall be your dream object. A real thing after some time, and it will be passing after some time. Happiness is not something to pass. Happiness is yourself. Are you getting that point, please? Who you are, the bliss, the satisfaction, the freedom, the love, the affection that you are, is not ever going to be an object of future, is not a future dream, is not a fleeting present, nor shall it be irretrievably lost in the womb of the past. No. No time, future, past and present can ever touch the timeless existence, the happiness that you are. That's what exactly you are, the absolute. Better be selfish. Only through selfishness, total selfishness of understanding yourself, you shall be totally selfless. You shall not be a competitor in the universe. You shall not compete with anybody. I must have this. You want it? Take it. Like the mullah told one day. Mullah was flying. Mullah was walking around. Coming from the shop to his house. When he was coming, he had purchased a soap. Just a soap, piece of soap to wash his clothes. Then one crow, those are the cake like looking again, and a cake like the cake soap. One crow flies in and snatched that soap and went away. Mullah say, oh, then another fellow, other people are laughing because when the smart fellow suffers, everybody laughs because The smart fellow always makes them feel foolish. Now that the crow has taken from him, the crow has made a fool of mullah. So everybody is very happy. And he says, "Oh, mullah, look, how come that fellow took it away?" He says, "You are stupid. Do you understand? Look at the color of his body. No, look at the color of my cloth. Yes, it is good. Is it not dirty? Yes, a little dirty. What about the color of his dress, crow's dress? Very black. Don't you think he needs the soap more than me?" Happily he can give away because, are you getting that point? A person knows for him to be himself, no identity is needed. For him to be himself, no definition is needed, because self-definition, you are not defined by anything that you have. Yourself is self-definition. Therefore, I don't need all these things. So you are no more a competitor. Happily you can give it. But suppose a person says, "I am burning and giving my happiness." No, please don't do that. That is why even in a plane when you are traveling, what do they say? In case the oxygen, the pressure falls down inside the plane, the oxygen mask will fall, descend. The first statement is what? Don't give it to others. Give it to yourself. Why don't you tell these flying people, give some noble, kind sentiment, be kind to everybody. Oh, I see. Give it to yourself. Giving it to yourself is not selfish act. Because as long as even you are tottering, you are struggling to breathe, in your kindness and exceptional concern, if you try to give the mask to somebody, slowly you don't know which one is mouth, which one is nose. That fellow will die, you will also die. Giving yourself the mask is no selfishness, friends. Breathe. Give it to yourself. Breathe. Taking the mask for yourself and breathing is not selfishness. But when you start breathing, then you see people are struggling and you do not extend a helping hand, selfish. A dying man cannot help another dying man. When you are breathing, if you do not extend a hand, you are selfish. Trying to be even ordinarily, trying to be rich, trying to be educated, trying to be healthy, with a good health, taking care of your body is not selfishness. But once you have developed that capacity, you have got a good, strong body, you have a very nice job, you are very educated, now you can relatively stable, extend the hand to people, help them to grow. If you are poor, what shall you help? Distribute poverty? Uneducated, no information, what shall you help? Meanness, stupidity, ignorance? Sharing does not mean sharing your poverty. Sharing does not mean sharing your suffering. Like a person, they were looking for, they were opening a old age home. They were asking for favor from the society, in the people in the society. So they go from house to house, asking for donation. So one person, they went, said, "Sir, can you help?" He said, "What are you doing?" "We are opening an old age home." He said, yes, wait. He brought his old father. What do you think of it? He is also helping, no? Because after all, if you build the house, who shall live? I shall put you the inmates. This is what it is. If you are suffering, how can you do that? Be educated, be rich, be everything, have all the resources. Give it to everybody. That's fantastic. So if you are a happy man, you shall happily share everything with everybody. But if your happiness depends upon other people receiving some help from you, if they don't even recognize your help, you shall be killed. That is why many people regret. I should not have helped, I should not have done, I should not have given, I should not have done. Yes, you should not have. Why? But why did you give? It's not out of a fulfillment, it's out of your need you gave. Therefore, when the person refuses to accept it, acknowledge it, your life is shattered. Whereas if you are happy, why do you give? Because you can give. Why the tree gives the mango? Why the sun gives the light? Why the flower gives the fragrance? Why the dog is faithful? Why do I give? Because I can give. The person doesn't accept it, that's his choice. He doesn't even acknowledge it, so what? It makes no difference. It overflows. You are not something limited. Your happiness is not limited. Flowing, stopping, flowing, stopping. No. Overflows. You are the absolute happiness. Are you the only one? Everybody else is that. But this understanding is a huge threat to everybody in this world. Yesterday somebody sent me a beautiful write-up. I am really very happy. I don't want to quote it because I will leave many lines. Who can remember such a big story? I will read it for you. Okay? Please think of it. Listen to that. Very beautiful. Very funny, eh? Cycling is very bad for the economy. Okay? Cycling is very bad for the economy. Hilarious but true too. A cyclist is a disaster for the country's economy. He does not buy the car and doesn't take a car loan, doesn't buy car insurance, doesn't buy fuel, doesn't send his car for serving and repairs, does not use paid parking, doesn't become obese. Yes, and well, damn it. Healthy people are not needed for economy. They don't buy drugs, they don't go to hospital and doctors, they add nothing to the country's GDP. On the contrary, every new fast food outlet creates at least 30 jobs, 10 cardiologists, 10 dentists, 10 weight loss experts, apart from people working in the outlet. Choose wisely, a cyclist or a KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken, Kunayur Fish and Chicken, I say anyway. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Worth thinking about. So which one is more important for the economy? KFC or the cyclist? Now wait for the best line. Postscript. Walking is even worse. They don't even buy a cycle. The guys who walk and become healthy, they do not contribute anything to the economy of the world. Disaster. If that much you can have the fun friends, the person who discovers, a person who is happy with himself, he does not compete with the happiness industry. Think for yourself. Happiness industry is the biggest industry in this world. It is not the car industry. It is not the medical medicine industry. It is not the clothes industry, clothing industry. It is not the football games industry. You may say there are thousands of different types of startups and industries. You may say it is a football, it may be boats, it may be scuba diving, those gears from the diving, or mountain climbing, or for the music, or for anything. But all these objects that are produced, advertised and sold are for what? Human suffering? Happiness industry. Purchase the clothes, you shall be very happy. Purchase this car, you shall be very happy. In fact, think of it, friends. 5 sense organs you have got. Every sensation seems to give you happiness. Sound industry, how many varieties? Music of million kinds. Musicians of million kinds. Musical instruments of million kinds. All for what? Happiness. Suppose a person is happy with this, let me tell the last word first so that you can go with it. Suppose a person says, I am happy with myself. Why? Because I am the happiness. And I am not the only one happiness. You too are the happiness absolute. Few guys like that, they say, we are happy with ourselves. For our sustenance, we need things, but a list of the things. High thinking, simple living, no problem. Suppose such people are there, what will happen? Your industries will close down. Music industry, for what? Think of it. Why am I saying? Please. Will your music, listen friends, your music satisfy your physical hunger? That is why it is not essential. It is a non-essential object. When now in the corona times, why don't you open the movie theaters? Why don't you open the opera houses? Why don't you open all these sounds, the music, all these music academies? Why? Are they essential? Why don't you open the schools, colleges? Even education is not important. Think. Temples are closed, religious places are closed, practices are closed, no yoga jambori, no question of this and that, no question of mass things or anything anymore. Nothing. Why? You are important, you must be alive. And none of these things are meant to keep you alive. They are meant to keep your life little more comfortable, but not to keep you alive. Neither they are meant to, please see, that is to be alive. Just think, to be alive, what music you need? What music you need? What touches you need? What taste you need? What all varieties of food you shall need? Food you need, but what all varieties of food? What smells? What sights? What touches? Nothing. Basic food is required. But once that is done, you are alive, think friends. So when suppose the disease is much more important to be taken care of, because if the corona is going to kill us, every other industry is going to collapse. Think friends. Every other industry is going to collapse. Therefore, we should first discover the medicine to counteract the corona. Go next step. Is the corona frightening you? Or the death frightening you? Why are you not afraid of the common cold? Because with medicine 7 days, without medicine 7 days, it has a cure. With a medicine 7 days, without a medicine, a week. That's what the joke is. So you are not afraid of the other diseases. Why are you afraid of corona? Because it's going to kill in 5-6 days. So are you afraid of disease or you are afraid of death? Ask yourself, are you afraid of disease or you are afraid of death? And who is afraid of disease? Your body is afraid of disease? Your body is afraid of death? No, I am. I am afraid of old age. I am afraid of death. I am afraid. So even to cure, listen carefully, you cannot cure the disease, but you can cure the fear of. Understand? You cannot cure disease, you may not cure. You may not be able to cure the death, you cannot cure the death, but you can cure the fear of death. Long back I had been to some country somewhere, I was giving talk, one person gets up. There are some people, they believe in miracles and all that. Nothing wrong. Believe in everything in this universe. Why should you deny yourself any faith, any belief? Have everything, na? Have everything. There are thousands of different varieties of foods. If your stomach can adjust, why don't you taste everything? What is wrong with that? Believe in everything, nothing wrong. But most important thing, please see, the person asked me, Swamiji, can you heal? I said, yes, I can, but I will not heal you, because I knew why he is asking that question. He must have some problem. Can you heal? I said, yes, I can, but I will not heal you. He was shocked. I said, don't feel bad. Please tell me, what is your problem? Very sweet. It was an audience, 10-15 people. I said, what is your problem? No, Swamiji, I have a little, but a disease, particular disease, I have this. I said, please tell me, sir, are you afraid of the disease or you are afraid of death? I am afraid of the disease. This is the thinking of human beings. Most people think like that. Are you afraid of disease or death? I am afraid of disease. I said, look, are you afraid of your cold? With medicine 7 days, without medicine 1 week it will be cured. Are you afraid of this? No. Why are you afraid of this? He has cancer, a kidney problem. Why are you afraid of it? Because you are going to kill me. So are you afraid of the disease or you are afraid of death? Oh, yes. I am afraid of death. That much. How many people know this? Afraid of death. Are you afraid of death? Who is afraid of death? When you say you are afraid of death, your body is afraid of death? No. Deho na janati. Body doesn't know. I am afraid of death. I am afraid because not the body is dying, but I am dying. I am dying. I said, I will not be able to cure your death. Go to the hospital if you feel like. If somebody has the power to cure, let him cure. But even the fellows who cure people also die with the same disease. The people who heal, they are killed by old age or by any same disease. Where are the incarnations? Where are the people? Believe in healing, nothing wrong in that, friends. But understand, at one time, one disease can be healed, healed. You go to the hospital, one after another, 10 diseases can be healed by 10 different doctors. A miracle cure person heals you one time. Go second time, you don't know. Maybe this person doesn't exist, he is dead already. What happens to you? So, shall you go on curing diseases after disease, or take away your fear of death? I can take away your fear of death. Interested? The person didn't say anything. Why? How many people are interested in that? Who is afraid? I am afraid. So, which one you should understand? The I. And this I, please, what shall they say? I must be interested in this. I must understand myself. Because what I want, please see, all the industry that has opened up, what are they telling? Why are you giving this music, the instruments? None of them are essential for your living, friends. To make living more comfortable. Without music, a society can exist. You can exist. Forget society. A person doesn't know music, musician, ear, touches of many kinds. You may not be having all touches of all kinds. Your living is not taken away. Your sights, even a blind man lives. A person cannot have many different types of foods. That does not mean anything. Still he is alive. You cannot smell so many different types of fragrances. You need not have, but you are alive. And even the richest man who can smell every type of perfumes, can have any type of perfume, every type of taste, every type of sight, every type of all these things, touches and the sounds. The moment death comes, everything is counteracted. Nahi nahi rakshati. Nothing prevents you. That is where the last moment, even the richer than the richest man shall say what? Nothing could protect. His last moment never becomes our first moment. His last moment of disappointment never becomes our wisdom, that ultimately if it doesn't solve my problem, I don't want it now. Very rarely you shall come across people like that. One day there was a great king, and he had a great guru, the teacher. When the guru came, just think of it, deliberately I'm making it a little more, I'll come back to that. He was a great guru. One day the guru visited the kingdom. The king comes back, comes down from the throne, he washes his feet, respects him all everything, and when he's going to go back, to cut the story short, he gave him a gift. A spontaneous gift. And what is that? A pair of golden shoes. The teacher opened it and he said, "What is this? Golden shoes? What shall I do with this?" He said, No, you keep it, this is for you, He says, "Son, look at my dress. I'm a kopina, one piece of cloth. With one piece of cloth and with the golden shoes, what type of fashion parade it will be? You take this out." He said, No, you don't worry about it. I shall give you silken robes. I said, "Fantastic. Okay, I take these golden shoes and the silken robes. Now with this little one piece of cloth, I could hang around anywhere. Now I can't hang around anywhere with these fancy clothes. I will give you a beautiful house. Previously, I didn't have a house. I was sleeping here, sleeping there. Wherever the night falls, there I sleep. Now I cannot do that. I have to be in a big house. I will give to the palace. So that palace, if you are giving me, fantastic, but I did not have to take care of my house, to sweep it, clean it, all that. Now who will do that big house again? Headache. Oh, I shall provide you servants, maid servants, everybody will be provided. Then it's a beautiful. Previously I could get up and go away, meeting nobody, talking to nobody. Now that in that huge house I will be there, and there are other people are coming in, servants also, maid servants also will be there. Very nice. Suppose it so happens, I get attracted by. Or that maid servant, somebody gets a maid servant. A servant, it doesn't matter. Boy, girl, don't worry, you just take the story of it, what it is. What shall happen? I'll get you married. Very good, fantastic. And inevitably child will come. If I'm a simple man, I have to feed only one fellow, one laddu. But now that in such a big house with these things, wherefrom I shall get the money? I shall feed the whole kingdom. My guru has got a baby. I'll feed the whole kingdom. He said, fantastic. You are a wonderful disciple. I know how sweet you are. Suppose it so happens, during the childbirth, the mother and the child both die. Who will cry? The king cannot say, I hire some people to cry for you. Will they do that? Of course, Maharaj, you have to cry. If ultimately I have to cry for it, you keep it with yourself. Think of it, friends. Ultimately, I have to cry for it. Ultimately, one day the billionaire discovers na tato, na mato, na dhata, na bhata, nothing. No father, no mother, no brother, no sister, no husband, no wife, no riches, nothing protected. Corona has done it for us. You are dying alone. Your own brother, your husband, your son, your wife, your child, your friends, nobody. From the medical hospital, you are carried, covered up, buried or burnt. Alone. They are not even allowed to see you, visit you. It has literally, that little piece of bug, that little invisible bug has shaken the very foundation of humanity. Think for yourself. Where does your millions, how does it help? Have you gone to Diamond House to purchase diamond in Corona times? Have you gone to any other fancy 5-star, 7-star, 10-star hotels or the things like the hospitality industries, going to tourist spot? No. Have you gone anywhere? Simple things. Even one lady was telling me, but very sweet. She said, Swamiji, I can't go out now. I said, what happened? Because these days I'm not going for my, what they do? Ladies, they do, no? What is that? Facial, tone, all that stuff. Because there is no need to go anywhere. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm at the home. I don't have to go to a hotel for that. I'm going to go to any type of saloon for that. Yes. Why? Yeah, non-essential. Everything is non-essential when it comes to life, friends. So what is frightening you? Not the disease. Death frightens. I am afraid. Death is frightening, or I am afraid of death? Have you seen death coming and frightening you? I am afraid. I sense. It doesn't matter a king or a commoner, rich or poor. I. One word must be known very, very clearly. So if you are interested in understanding yourself, let nobody tell you that you are a selfish person. In fact, you better be selfish. Know it for yourself. As far as possible, spread it out. If somebody is not interested, good luck to him. Don't worry about it. The sun rises, doesn't wait for some big, spectator show. That if nobody standing, I'm rising, nobody standing, goes down. No. You shine with your own glory. Understand about yourself who you are. Nobody can touch you. Nobody can touch you. Are you the only one? No. You know something about somebody. As much I am the best and the best and the best, everybody is best of the best of the best. There is no comparative, no superlative. Yet, everybody is same. Amazing wisdom. Now, what happens? Suppose that happiness is I am. Which industry will survive? I am happy. I can live without anything and everything. I can live without anything and everything. Just see two types of industry now. Friends, look at it. Why the people are putting that, go for your easy understanding and contemplation, think of the sound, what an industry it has created. Music, musical instruments, opera houses. Wow. And how many people feel, I could not listen, a live concert is not for me, could not afford, can't go, miserable. Have you heard the South American Jamfir? Have you heard the musical instrument of Orissa village, that Kendra, one string instrument? And you are busy giving inferiority to everybody. By chance somebody says, I have listened to that. Yes, but did you listen to this one? Did you listen to that person? If you have not listened to that man, what have you listened to? No, don't give me that never-ending torture. Only in sound industry, go, touches. What type of touches you can have? Oh God, soft, hard, trees, animals. Somebody said, I want to touch the, white polar bear. I want to touch a polar bear. Oh, cuddly, cuddly. Can I touch one cheetah? Can I touch? Yes, people do millions of rupees. And then human beings, of course, can I touch? Can I touch? Oh, touching industry. Billions you spent on that. Imagine, friends. How many industries are there for bed, pillows, bed sheet, bed cover, and you're covering your body? From 5 rupees to $5 million. Somebody was telling in Russia there is a sable, the rugs. It costs only $1 and $2 million only to cover your body. In India itself is there, no, there is a particular satus. One shawl costs you 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, but one shawl. What shall he protect? He's not protecting the body, but with what material you are protecting? Are you getting that point? Huge happiness industry. Suppose a person says, it doesn't matter to me, the whole industry will close down. Hey, let the industries be there for its own sake. Dexterity in art, creativity, beautiful music, let it be there. Beautiful clothing, let it be there. Beautiful sights, how many sights you can see? Fantastic sight around the world. In near your own house you will not see a sunrise, but you go somewhere to climb the mountains in Darjeeling and see the sunrise, or go to Grand Canyon to see the sunrise. Here you never see a sunrise. And what is there? Beautiful, Kathopanishad says, Yadeha tadamutra yadamutra tadanviha mrutyasya mrutyumapnoti ye naneva pashyati. Hey Nachiketas, whatever is there is here. Whatever is the end of the world is same thing is here. Whatever in any part of the world is here. Why? 5 elements, different ways decorated. Space, air, fire, water, earth. Do you go to see space anywhere? Water anywhere? Fire anywhere? Earth anywhere? Arrangements everywhere. 5 elements are arranged differently. You see and you see very special, and you see other fellow. What have you seen? You are a Kupamanduga. You are a frog in the well. So he is a frog in the well, you are a frog in the world. You are a frog in your own body, you are a frog in your own mind. You have not expanded to the whole universe. Think please. Think please. Sights. People are crazy. We will make you happy. Come to our resort. Very expensive. So then comparison. You stayed in a hotel, how much you paid? $20 a day. 200, I paid 2,000. $100,000, you are out. Out! How beautiful, people are ready to give mutual dissatisfaction. More you make the other person low, inferior, dissatisfied, and sense of failure, your sense of success comes out. Boy, I have seen things which you have not seen. I have touched things which you have not touched. I have tasted things which you have not tasted. I have smelled things you have not smelled. So you will never go to somebody who has experienced more things than you. That is why you shall kill others if they are experiencing something and you are not experiencing. How fantastic. Perversion. French fragrance. There was, other day there in the magazine it was there. In a year they produce a particular perfume, $1 million for a one little bottle. Exclusive for the glitterati. Celebrities, billionaires. Billions and billions they have got. How will they spend that money? How? So this little button, $1 million. Hey, what is that? By smelling which will you be immortal? By eating which will be immortal? Again the same man will say, everything life is a wasted, I could not do it. Think of it. Happiness industry. Everybody promises happiness. Objects of happiness can be sold. Happiness cannot be sold. Happiness is yourself. If the secular world, you shall see thousands and millions of these things, friends, go to religious world, another huge shopping center. They will advertise. Come and purchase the tools of joy, happiness and comfort. Enlightenment, tools of enlightenment. Tools of joy, tools of happiness, tools of love. Advertisement. We do asanas, but only 10. You are doing Surya Namaskar, only 10 postures, we will give you 12 postures. You are doing cold places, we will do with the hot places. You are doing it in this way, that way. You are, think of it. Somebody says, I'll do this puja, this chanting, this singing. I'll teach you scriptures. You understand, friends? Please. To make you happy, instead of telling them to make you happy, to make you discover happiness, I shall introduce you to you. They are introducing you to so many different things. And for a price. It's for a price. Doesn't come free. Self-knowledge, self-awareness in our tradition must come free. Nobody gives money for the space. Have you paid for air breathing? Lucky. The heat and the cold of the season, are you paying for? The water are you paying for? Unless you are staying in a massive township, artificial development, and the water shortage is there. Think of it, friends. To stand on the earth, are you paying for? The best things of life have come free. And the bestest of the best thing is yourself, who you are. Your sense of being invaluable, immortal, existentially, ever-existing, eternal, time-wise, immortal, happiness-wise, happiness itself. Sat, Chit, Ananda. That is everybody's nature. The moment, the day your body is born, it comes the package. Like you cannot build a house without bringing in the space inside. Do you bring the space inside? The space is already there. House you built, space already in. Before you even start building, it is there. The moment you build, it is already in. You don't build a house and put some space. You don't create a human being and put some happiness. Happiness is already come in. Immortality is already come in. Because that is your nature. What you put later is thoughts, conditionings. Are you getting that point? Were you born a follower of a religion? Anybody born, programmed, born, branded, born, stamped, that I told you other day, unbranded reality, who you are. Think, friends. Were you born with a Lamborghini on your bottom? You came in the fanciest car into this world? With all dollars and rupees hanging from your body? Naked. And with that naked little body, all the possibilities, eyes, ears, instruments freely given to you. Free, free, free. Purchase the musical instrument, not the ears. Purchase certain things to sight to see, not the eyes. It has come. And by just that is why the medical things is so nice, because at least the maintenance of the body is required. You do some asanas, you do some pranayamas, or do some aerobics, any type of physical exercise, any types of physical exercise to keep your body healthy. Not that everybody does the push-ups, not everybody do the asanas, not everybody does the mountain climbing. Millions of people in million different ways keep their body going. With the Mr. Universe, you die 70. Without doing any exercise, you die 75. Does it not happen? Does it not happen, friends? That does not mean don't do. Don't be so stupid. I'm not that stupid to talk like that. You keep your body fit in any way you like. Exercises will not give you wisdom. It will make your body fit. So to keep the body fit, do exercise. To earn a living, study physics, chemistry, mathematics, history. The byproduct is you shall discover new things. In science, beautiful. In arts, develop the field of art so that music, singing, chanting, building, architecture, you make the world beautiful. No problem, nothing wrong. We should. Like having a body, if you are walking, why not dancing? If you are speaking, why not singing? If you are using your hands, why not build some nice sculptures? Why not a beautiful art piece? All these are peripheral. Happiness industry. But don't say, you come here, I shall sell you the best car and you will be very happy. I'll give you the best musical instrument or the music thing, you will be happy. I shall give you the best touch, you shall be happy. I shall organize the best type of perfume, you shall be happy. Best food, you shall be happy. With this, if the secular world stops, the religious world says, I shall give you something mysterious chanting, it will make you happy. I shall give you certain ways of walking and standing or sitting down, that will make you happy. I shall make you believe in some God, my way, highway, my God, which will make you happy. Then the average person is confused. Where to go? Million shopping centers. But none of them tell me, I am happiness. They tell me they will make me happy. If I get their things. You understand what I'm telling? Do you understand what I'm talking? Objects of happiness different, friends. Happiness is different. Objects of mortality is different, immortality is different. Objects of happiness, you understand the point, please? So what happens? Think. So a happy man is a curse to the world. Why? It will no way contribute to industrial revolution, as though. The person is walking, doesn't need a cycle, no. So sweet it was, it really triggered me. The person who is walking and keeping himself healthy, why cycle, why motorcycle, why all this industry? Don't say, oh, you don't be so stupid. Of course I am not stupid. We need a cycle, extension of the leg. Motorcycle, extension of the leg. A fancy car, extension of the leg. A plane, extension of the leg. If the leg walking does not, walking with your leg and covering 10 feet distance, if it has not solved your problem, extension of leg, any instrument, any cosmic travel you do, you shall be miserable in another galaxy. Principle is same. Because to be happy, you don't have to take a step any direction. To be happy, you don't have to listen to any sound. Listen to sound for sound management, but not for happiness. Touch for touch management. Comforts of life. Taste for taste self. We can go on talking about it for hours together, friends. You shall see more and more of it. So we go from one huge secular shopping center to religious shopping center. Oh my God. Some people are addicted to shopping, some people are addicted to selling. There are many shopping addicts, no? Have you not seen that? Shopping is religion. Shopping. Curious. Why are you doing it? Why? Is it required? No. But purchase and bring things in your house, after 5 months, charity. Does it solve your problem? No. Okay, you went shopping from religion to religion, gurus to gurus, people to people, believers to believers, thinkers to thinkers. Doesn't matter. You collected so many ideas so far. Ask a single question. Has it given you fulfillment? Why? Because every time somebody says, if you take my product, you shall be happy. So, in that selling me the product, you are planting the seed of my unhappiness. Why? If with that something I shall be happy, without it what will happen? If with that music or musical instrument, without that musician, without that magician, without that person, if I am unhappy or I am happy, what shall be happen to me when the magician goes away, musician goes away? What shall happen to me if the food goes away or the cook goes away? What shall happen to me? The touch is no more available. When somebody wants to say, you are the happiness absolute, you understand, friends, that person makes himself redundant in your life. Your happiness doesn't depend upon me or my teaching or my books. Your happiness not because the book says so, not because the tradition says so, not because the guru says so, not because the speaker says so, because you are the happiness, they are talking about it. Even if they choose not to talk about it, nobody takes away the happiness that you are. And how simple. You are that. That is why, friends, Siddha. We shall see that statement tomorrow. Time is up. Siddha. Siddha means accomplished, already reached. Happiness is Siddha, already accomplished. Like, give an example, with that I shall stop, friends. Your being in the universe is an accomplished fact, Siddha. You cannot go to the universe, you are already in the universe. Local places, you are in Tamil Nadu, you are not in Kerala, not in Odisha, not in Himalayas, not in Afghanistan, not in Russia, not in France, not in London, not America, not in Australia or in Alaska, not in moon, not in stars. Relative places you cannot be, all over, all the time. Universe, escape. Wherever you go, you are first in the universe. Universe is Siddha. Other places are Sadhya, to be reached. And you are a sadhaka. If you say, by reaching that place, sadhya, by reaching that place, I, the sadhaka, will be a siddha. You shall be a sadhaka and a frustrated sadhaka at the end of it. Because after reaching that space, you are reaching only that point, but not the universe. For universe, you cannot be a sadhaka. Because in that universe, where you are, the sadhaka, the one who tries to reach, the place that you want to reach, and the sadhana, all are one and the same. See, to be in the, we shall see that next class, friends, more elaborately. Mahadeva. To reach a point, sadhya, you need a sadhana. To reach place where you have not reached sadhya, you need a sadhana. Sadhaka, sadhya, to reach the place, and sadhana. It means is required. You are here, you want to go to Himalayas, do something. What Himalayas? You want to go to the garden, do something. You go from here to there, you do something. Sadhana is necessary. You can't walk, somebody has to lift you. But to be where I am, who should lift me? What sadhana you need? You are not even a sadhaka. Because you are no more looking for it. To be the happiness, if you think object of happiness, sadhya, to be reached. A sadhana is necessary to purchase that product. And you shall be struggling for it. And sadhaka goes on changing. I have got this car only, this house only, this sound only. But when you know, I am the happiness, Siddha. No sadhana is required to be yourself. Every sadhana is required. Close your eyes, friends. It's so beautiful. Every sadhana, effort is required to get the objects of happiness, comforts. What are we doing, friends? That which is free, effortless, myself, You are struggling to, in the name of meditation, this chanting, that singing, this practice, you are doing something to reach something which is already reached, and then you want things freely, but happiness with a price. How tragic. Happiness is free, whether you like it or not. Objects you have to purchase. Whoever gives it by chance to you, ask him, what is your agenda? What do you plan? They want little gratitude, attention. Because when somebody gives you, unless the person is happy with himself or herself, they cannot give you things for its own sake. We shall see these things, friends. Be yourself. It is Siddha. We see it tomorrow. Thank you, friends. Thank you.